here we are, 15 minutes on the clock. Teams are racked up to take a face-off. Sept taking the draw. He's got Zhang on his left, Dobbs on his right, Ducharme and Ancona on defense. And this is Zhang with the puck through the neutral zone on the left wing side. He plays it deep into the corner, picked up by the Grizzlies defender, pressed up against the board by Sept. Ooh, loose puck at neutral zone. Grizzlies skated out. They're coming down onto Ducharme. He slows them down, gets rid of takes the puck away and gets it to Zhang, but it's Sept who gets the puck out of the zone and into the neutral zone. He skates it into the Grizzly zone, leaves it for Dobbs, who plays it around back. That got past Sept behind the net and into the corner. Zhang's there. Ducharme dropped down. Dobbs lays into a guy, loosens the puck. Ducharme has it. He skates across. Looks like he wants to dump it to Ancona, who steps towards the middle. Goes down low to Ducharme. Oh, across the goal mouth, and there was no one there to slam it home. That puck comes out of the zone, is in the neutral zone, and now the Grizzlies play it into the IceHogs zone. This is Ancona, circles at his circle, and starts skating down through the center, down the right wing side now, and into the Grizzlies zone. He plays it towards the net. It bounces off the goalie and behind the net, where the Grizzlies start from. Looks like Ginsty on the forecheck. He's got Bond and Van Ittersum with him out there. They're up against the right wing side. Bond sends it back in. It's onside, but now the Grizzlies bring it out, and the IceHogs bring it back in. That got out again. This is Bond, and he plays it in deep now around the corner and behind the Grizzlies goalie. That came off the boards. Aldegary's there. Lays a wrist shot, which hit a stick and went through the goal mouth into the corner. Comes back to Hammond, who lets a shot go on net, steered aside by the Grizzlies goalie. It's in the corner now. Now played around behind the net and around the corner. Looks like the Grizzlies are going to skate it out. They get it past Aldegary. He's forced to retrieve it back in the IceHog zone. He skates behind Lucas Danduran, our first view of Lucas here, who's in net for the IceHogs. Aldegary sent to the ice. Grizzlies play it deep into the IceHog zone. Hammond picks it up behind Danduran and starts fresh down the left wing side. He passes to Aldegary right at the red line. He gets it into the IceHog zone. This is Lavoie, high slide, moves around the defender. Ooh, a weak shot, fooled the goalie for a moment, but the pad was out, stopped the puck, and made the save, holding for a draw with 12:35 left in the first period, 0-0. IceHogs and Grizzlies. IceHogs wearing the red, moving left to right across your screen. Grizzlies wearing gold. That draw controlled by the Grizzlies. They play it behind their goalie and start down their right wing side. That man goes down. Puck collected by the Grizzly forward and played back to the other defender. Now they play it down their left wing side. Delamora gets in their way, steals the puck, plays it back to Ancona, circles at in the IceHog zone, and now is slowed down at the line. Ooh, played it towards the center. And McCarthy looks like he's playing defense. McCarthy got in the way of that potential scoring opportunity. Ooh, shot from the Grizzly defender at the point. Doesn't make it through. This is Lavoie. He's got Delamora up front. And yeah, McCarthy and Ancona on defense. Ancona just stepped off and Ducharme comes out. Grizzlies have it through the neutral zone. Zhang gets in the way of that pass, plays it forward, but the Grizzlies recover again and send it into the IceHog zone. This is McCarthy. Recovers the puck in front of Danduran, plays it to Sept, back to McCarthy, back to Sept, through the middle, but that was behind Dobbs. Zhang gets there, has it coming together with his man. Dobbs helps out. Ooh, Zhang plays it forward, but Dobbs didn't see it. Dobbs just laid his man down on the ice. The puck's underneath. Dobbs pushes, kicks now the puck forward. There's a scrum there. Puck's kind of loose, and now it's played out. Hammond will go get that. Under pressure from the Grizzly forward. That's Ducharme who plays it through the middle. Grizzlies pick it up and skate it in. Now they play it deep into the IceHog zone. Ducharme recovers the puck there on the corner under pressure from the Grizzly forward. Plays it into the corner to Zhang, who plays it back behind Danduran to awaiting Hammond. Hammond lifts it high, hits a stick, goes the length of the ice, but is icing waved off due to the contact. Speck on the forecheck, Zhang on the forecheck, Hammond drops in. They're bottling up the Grizzlies defender there. It's in the corner. Now it's squirted loose. Hammond pushes it back up against the boards, but the Grizzlies come away with it. It's an odd man rush. Ducharme's the only defender back. A high pass bounced towards Patel, but he wasn't able to corral it. Ducharme puts him in on the boards. Ooh, there was a backhand through the goal mouth. Danduran steered that aside. That puck, high shot, made it to the front of the net. This is Ducharme who clears it to safety into the corner. He took a hit. High shot, wide of the goal. Around the corner and to the point. Kept in by the Grizzlies defender. Dan Anderson is hit. And Ducharme now skates the puck out through the neutral zone down the right wing side. Moves inside, lets a shot go. A hard shot looking for the far side. And the goalie got a glove or a blocker on it. That puck now behind the net. Around the corner. Grizzlies reverse under forechecking pressure from Van Ittersum and Ginsty. They play it around in the corner. Lavoie and Ancona are there. Grizzlies are forced to reverse again behind the net. This is Jansen. He's bumped by Lavoie, has the puck dislodged from his stick, and it's loose now. This is Delamora. He couldn't get a beat on it, and the Grizzlies skated out. On the back check from Ginsty, he dislodges the puck from Penn's stick. Penn seems frustrated with that. This is Aldegary. Plays it forward. Ooh, and Ginsty got hammered. And there's a penalty here. You can't really punch when you check there, and it looks like... you can't really punch when you check there. You kind of have those hands under control, but they're arguing. I don't think they're going to convince anybody, though. All right, Ginsty's up. And the Ice Hawks go on a power play here with 8:55 left in the first. It's a 0-0 tie. And the play's been back and forth. It looks like we will have Domzalski taking the draw. He's got Lavoie and Delamora up with him up front. Aldegary and Ancona on the point. Played back to Ancona. He goes across to Aldegary. Aldegary's got a little bit of room. Takes a hard shot, steered aside by the goalie off the back glass. Now sent up to the point by the Grizzlies defender. Ancona sends it towards the net. It's behind the net now. Played up the sideboard, kept in by Aldegary. He lifts the shot towards the net. And the Grizzlies goalie holds that for a draw with 1:38 left in this Ice Hawks power play. Few shots from the point there on the power play, but nothing too juicy for the goalie to worry about. All right, Speck now taking the draw. He's got Dobbs and Zhang with him. He wins the draw back to Aldegary. Aldegary plays it in the corner around the boards to the other corner where Dobbs is. He plays it back to Ancona. Ancona plays it forward. This is Zhang. Circles in the corner, off the wall to Ancona. Ancona plays it back to Zhang at the hash marks, who tries to go deep to Speck, but it didn't get there. Ancona at the point with it now. He's looking for Speck. He goes deep behind the goal line to Speck. Speck steps out over the line, gets a shot in tight. Goalie makes a save. It bounces over to the boards. Ancona's there. Sends it towards the net. Just out of Dobbs' reach. Dobbs runs his man into the boards. Aldegary keeps it in. Tries to get it to Zhang. It's at the point. Speck sends it towards the net. On the ice, it's loose! And yet the ref with the poor view of the play called her dead. So 7:51. Ice Hawks have 56 left in the first. Ice Hawks still have 56 seconds left in this Ice Hawks power play. All right, looks like we have Ginsty taking the draw. Bond and Van Ittersum with him. McCarthy at the point has the puck. Ooh, he lays it in low to Ginsty, who redirected it, but just wide of the goal. Nice play by McCarthy and Ginsty. This is McCarthy now, deep in the Ice Hawks zone, plays it up to Bond. Bond tries to play it through the center, collects it, and now gets it just over the Grizzlies zone. Battle ensues there. This is Jansen who skates it out. Ducharme pushes it back from getting into the Ice Hawks zone, but now the Grizzlies play it deep. This is Van Ittersum. He plays it off the backboard to McCarthy. McCarthy avoids a check, plays it through the middle to Lavoie, but it was just over his stick. This is Ducharme now, plays it up to Van Ittersum. Back to Ducharme, across to Lavoie. Lavoie down the right wing side, steps over the line, moves inside, he's in tight. Lavoie, a hard shot on Pierce, and Pierce, the Grizzlies goalie, made the save and holds it for a draw with 6:57 left in the first. 2 seconds left in the power play, so this will be a face-off, and then the Grizzlies will be back to full strength. This face-off taken by Domzalski with Lavoie and I believe Delamore up front. Hammond and Ancona on defense. Domzalski setting up for the draw. Played back. No, the Grizzlies control. They're now at full strength. They skated into the IceHawk zone. A shot from the dot. Oh, it's loose there right behind Danduran. Cleared aside by Delamora, and Ancona skates out of the zone with it down the left wing side. Ancona skates around, who has the puck dislodged from his stick. Kept in by Hammond, though. Ancona's deep, gets a backhand onto the goalie. Goalie made the save. It bounces into the corner. Domzalski checks his man. Ancona comes away with it, plays it to the point to Lavoie. Hard shot, didn't get through. Defender got a glove on it. Now at the hash marks, the Grizzlies defenders play it out into the neutral zone. Not under control, though. Now they assume control. And they circle at their blue line. That high pass, controlled by the Grizzlies forward, takes a shot on the ice, steered aside by Danduran in the corner, played up the side to the point. Wrist shot. Danduran saw it the whole way and collects it in the trapper with 6 minutes left in the first, and still a 0-0 tie. I believe the IceHawks have had maybe a few more shots and have enjoyed a power play, but nothing too exciting in terms of a real scoring chance has been witnessed so far. All right, Speck taking this draw deep in the IceHawk zone to Danduran's right, left on your screen. He's got Dobbs and Zhang with him. This is Dobbs, plays it towards the line, kept in by the Grizzlies defender. Ooh, it was a high shot, bounced off a Speck and down in a dangerous spot, but cleared aside. It's in the corner now. There's Ducharme in there, battling with a couple of Grizzlies. Dobbs and Speck are at the ready. Dobbs comes away with it. He's getting the lumber on him, but he skates away from it. Dobbs takes it into the Grizzly zone, offside. 5:34 left in the first, 0-0 tie. IceHawks called for offside. All right, with 5:34 left in the first, 0-0 tie. This is Ginsty taking the draw. It's played back to Aldegary, who sends it into the Grizzly zone. They control at their goal line, play it behind their goalie, where Danduran's on the Van Edersom's on the forecheck. Grizzlies reverse at the goal line and look to make a play, but Ducharme slows their progress, sending the puck back behind their goalie, where their waiting defenseman tries from the other side. Cross ice pass into the neutral zone beyond their forward. This is Ducharme. Spins around out of the way of a man. Takes a hit, but puts the pucks deep into the Grizzlies zone. This is Ducharme again, playing it towards the net, but the Grizzlies push it off with his stick, and it's played back to the IceHawks line. This is Ginsty. That pass to Bond, not controlled. Ducharme lays interrupts this Grizzly forward's progress, and it's played back to Aldegary, over to Ducharme. Ducharme up to Ginsty. Ginsty at the center line. He's moving over from left to right. He goes down. There's a play called, and looks like we have a tripping call on the Grizzlies, I believe. Looks like Bernarski's sitting for a couple for a trip. He sent Ginsty down to the ice. And so the IceHawks will enjoy a second power play. 4:26 left in the first, still 0-0. Looks like Domzalski taking a draw. Lavoie and Delamore up front. McCarthy and Ancona on defense. And that's played towards the middle of the net, where the waiting Grizzly defender collected the puck and sent it down the ice on net. Danduran steers it aside. McCarthy's there to pick it up under pressure, though. Grizzlies come away with it, played out front, shot, ooh, big save by Danduran through the pad out. This is McCarthy now. He plays it up to Lavoie. Lavoie has a coming together with the Grizzly defender. That puck is loosened, and it goes to the center of the ice, where now the Grizzly defender plays it deep into the IceHawk zone. McCarthy will pick it up in the corner. Skates behind, plays it behind Dan Duran to Ancona, back to McCarthy and to Ancona again, and they start through. That pass off of Domzalski's stick, and it went into the Grizzly zone. They now play it back into the Ice Hawks zone. All the way back. This is Ancona behind Dan Duran, starting a rush down the right side. Nice pass to Domzalski. Domzalski plays it into the Grizzly zone just. The Grizzlies stop him there, though, and start their progress towards the Ice Hawks side. Delamora gets in the way of their plans, plays it back to McCarthy, plays it to Speck, and the Grizzlies then play it back into the Ice Hawks zone. Now it's into the Grizzlies zone. Back into the neutral zone. Grizzlies play it off the boards into the Ice Hawks zone. McCarthy's there. He plays it up to Zhang. Zhang got hit, but not a whole lot of contact there. He had started to go down before the hit came in. This is McCarthy to Speck behind the net. Speck surveying things. This is a power play for the Ice Hawks, but I don't believe they've gotten a shot. Ooh! A weak pass. Zhang took another hit there. And now this is Speck into the Grizzly zone. Ooh, his back pass was didn't make its target. The defender got in the way there, and we've got another call. It is the ref pointed to the knee. Is it a knee? All right, well, if it's a knee, isn't... And now they're talking to him. It's the players, it's Penn. The ref is talking to him. The door to the penalty box is open. And now he's in the box. Yeah, the ref is pointing to a knee. I guess it's a knee. And they haven't got a time on that penalty yet. There it is, 2 minutes. All right, well, Ice Hawks are enjoying a 5-on-3 here for the next 3 seconds. And then they'll be back to 5-on-4. That last power play, though, was... I don't believe the Ice Hawks had any shots on that power play. Here we go. The face-off is being brought all the way into the Grizzlies zone due to the infraction. And it looks like Speck's taking the draw. He's got Ginsty and Van Ittersum with him up front. Aldegary and Ducharme on defense. Van Ittersum on the forecheck. Oh, Grizzlies come away with it. Played off the boards. Aldegary does not keep it in. And so this call is offside with a minute 52 left in this Ice Hawks power play. 2:21 left in the first period. Still 0-0. Ginsty now taking the draw. Bond and Van Ittersum up front. Ducharme and Aldegary on defense. This face-off just outside of the Grizzlies zone. Ginsty sets up. Grizzlies control. Play it back to their defender, who plays it off the boards and collected by their forward, who plays it deep into the zone. Ducharme forces his man into the... Ooh, it looks like Ducharme's going to get called. Maybe not. Nope, there it is. Yep. I believe there's a referee. Looks like they're calling Ducharme for an elbow. I think that's kind of a... I think there was some pressure there to make a call against the Ice Hawks, and that negated the Ice Hawks power play. So for the next minute and 34 seconds, we'll be playing 4 aside. 2 minutes, 3 seconds left in the period. First period, still 0-0. This face-off will be deep in the Ice Hawks zone. We'll be playing 4 aside. Looks like we have Bond and Ginsty up front, Ancona and Hammond on defense. Ginsty taking the draw. Shot from the point, weak shot, collected by Danduran, played behind by Hammond. Ooh, played to the point, he drops in, hard shot now over the net, off of Danduran's shoulder. Grizzlies threatening now, they play it behind Danduran. Hammond goes in, Bond goes in, Hammond comes away with it and pushes through a couple of guys, but now he has it, and he plays it off the boards. That's going to go the length of the ice, and it'll come back because they're 4 aside with a minute 34 left in this first period. Minute 5 left in this 4-on-4 battle. Ice Hawks called for offside. Faceoff will come all the way down the ice, back to Dan Duran's left. McCarthy and Aldegary on defense. Speck and Domzalski up front. Domzalski comes away with it. He's got one man to beat. Domzalski can move. He goes wide on his man. He's in both the dot high. Takes a hard shot steered aside by the Grizzlies goalie. Domzalski with a burst of speed gets a shot on goal. Grizzlies now come back with it. Skate in front of their goalie, slow things down, and come into the neutral zone. All the way into the IceHawk zone. Aldegary pushes him outside. Puck is played towards the center. Speck has it, makes a move outside on his man. But he reverses and plays it back to Aldegary. Aldegary now, a bit of room to move. Hits Speck, who plays it forward. 52 seconds left in the period. Grizzlies come back. Hard shot, bounces in front of Danduran. He covers up and holds it for a draw. A hard shot from high in the slot. Danduran makes the save and covers up. This face-off still deep in the IceHawks zone to Danduran's left. Looks like we have Speck and Delamora up front, and Kona and Hammond on defense. 16 seconds left in the Grizzlies penalty. Then they'll be 5-on-4 for the next 40 seconds, essentially the rest of the period. Grizzlies control, shot from the point. Rebound shot, two big saves by Danduran. The Grizzlies are threatening. Oh, and Sosnowski throws it, or lifts the stick at Danduran. Looks like tempers are getting heated here. We have Hammond's going to the box, and Sosnowski's going to the box for the Grizzlies. Are there even calls here? I'm not sure. Delamora's in the box. The Grizzlies crowd likes the rough stuff, evidently. So with 36 seconds left in the first, it looks like the Grizzlies will be well, the ref is explaining things to the IceHawks side. There's 3 men in the box for the IceHawks, 2 for the Grizzlies. 2 of those penalties, though, 1 on each side, were before this particular fracas. So in this particular fracas, we had Hammond and Delamora called for something. I'm not really sure but it'll be clear here for us to see. And Sosnowski for the Grizzlies is in the box for this fracas. So it seems like there will be a man advantage for the Grizzlies. Early in the period, the IceHawks seemed to have the measure, or the balance of play was in the IceHawks' advantage, I would say. But late in the period, the Grizzlies have been coming on. A couple of hard shots from great vantage points forced Danduran to make some key saves, which he's done to keep things here level at 0. Right at the dawn here, or at the end of the first period. All right, so the IceHawks have 3 guys on. The Grizzlies have 4. It's played back to the point. Grizzlies have it there. Grizzlies defender steps into the center. Wrist shot, tipped over the net, bounces out. No, it's still behind that. Now out front. Ooh, a hard shot right in Danduran's bread box, and he holds it there for a draw with 24 seconds left. And now it is 5-on-3. Oh, wow. 5-on-3 for the next 21 seconds. Kinsey wins that draw, but unable to control. Grizzlies have it now. Sideboard, hash marks high, or Dodd high. This is Penn. He leaves it for Phillips at the point. Phillips moves inside. High slot. Another wrist shot. Saved by Danderan. Played behind the net. 6 seconds left in the period. This is Jansen. Goes across to Phillips. Hard shot. Oh, and that got past Danderan with no time left. Grizzlies score at the close of the first period. And take a 1-0 lead into the second period. That was Phillips with the goal for the Grizzlies. A power play goal. With that, we'll see if it all makes sense once they rack things up. It looks like the IceHogs do have 5 on the ice, as do the Grizzlies. And with 15 minutes left on the clock, we are ready to start the second period. This is Sept taking the draw. He's got Zhang and Dobbs with him up front. Aldegary and Kona on defense. Here we go. That's played back past Aldegary on to Danderan. Aldegary collects it behind the net. Ooh, that pass under pressure was ill-advised. IceHogs now unable to get it out. Shot from Bernarski, wide of the goal, circles in the corner. Dobbs has it there. He hits Speck. Speck leaves it for Zhang. Ooh, but there was a Grizzly forward who got in the way of that plan. Aldegary now has it. He's pressed up against the boards. Gets it out of the zone. Grizzlies have it at the red line. Lifted off the sideboard where they play it into the zone. Aldegary slows his man down, but the puck got past him where Ancona has it behind the net, plays it behind the net. And now the Grizzlies have it. Ooh, oh! And from behind the net, I don't know if that was a shot or if it was a pass out front, but that ended up getting behind Danderan, and the Grizzlies now early in the second period take a 2-goal lead with goals from Phillips, and I believe that was Pranito. 14-10 left in the second period. Ginstey takes the draw, plays it back to Ducharme, who plays it up towards Van Ittersum. Gets past him and into the Grizzlies zone. This is the Grizzlies who play it off the side glass. McCarthy now plays it across towards Ginstey, but just out of range. Van Ittersum up under pressure there. Gets the help from Bond. Now the Grizzlies plays it back to the boards, where the Grizzlies defender grabs it and skates it into the zone. This is Ginstey. Ooh, Grizzlies have it. He wasn't able to clear. Grizzlies keep it in. Now Ducharme skates it out, moves inside. Ooh, but the Grizzlies resume control of the puck only momentarily as Ducharme now resumes control. He skates between a couple of guys. He's got a bit of room to move. He's going wide on his backhand. He slows down, plays it deep, leaves it there behind the net for Ginstey, who plays it out to Van Ittersum. No shot was had, though. Kept in by McCarthy. Ooh, that gets out now. Van Ittersum grabs the puck in the neutral zone, circles, and heads into the Grizzlies zone. Van Ittersum under pressure, has the puck dislodged from his stick. Grizzlies play it behind the net, where now they start skating down the right wing side. Their man is sent down to the ice, and this is Domzalski now. One man to beat. Domzalski goes wide. Takes a shot. Ooh, juicy rebound. No, Lavoie couldn't get a good stick on it. It's still loose, evidently. There it is. Oh, and then the same ref with the bad view makes another quick call, and the face-off the puck was free, and unfortunately that play was blown dead. Well, the whistle was definitely blown before the puck entered the net. The thing is, the whistle was blown while the puck was still free and pretty clearly seen just sitting outside the crease. So, all right, so this faceoff is deep in the Grizzly zone. Domzalski's taking the draw. It's got Lavoie and Dallamora. That puck came back to Aldegary. He takes a slap shot, and the Grizzlies forward took it on the leg, and It comes out of the zone and down into the IceHawk zone. Grizzlies have it at the line. Their progress interrupted by Domzalski. Played deep into the Grizzlies zone where Livingston goes to grab the puck. Domzalski gets a stick on it, keeps it deep, pushes his man off the puck, but now the Grizzlies come away with it. That pass wasn't collected by the Grizzlies forward. Kept in by Lavoie, hit his man, loosens the puck to Delamora. Delamora sends a shot towards the net. Grizzlies will regroup there along the sideboard and start down the right wing side. Played forward into the neutral zone. That shot from outside the circle steered aside by Danduran. This is Ancona. He plays it to Aldegary in the corner. Aldegary, that plays the pass up to Dobbs, who leaves it for Zhang. Couldn't get it past the Grizzlies defender. Grizzlies come back with it in the neutral zone. Now into the IceHawk zone. A high shot collected by Danduran and held for a draw with 11:31 left in the second period. Grizzlies up by 2. A late goal in the first and an early goal in the second tells the story up to now. 11:31, this face-off deep in the IceHawk zone. Speck taking the draw with Dobbs and Zhang up front. Looks like Hammond and Ducharme on defense. Played back behind the line. Speck will collect it there. No, the Grizzlies get to it first. It's in the corner. Ducharme's there. Speck's there. Puck's controlled by the Grizzlies. But it's loose. Speck comes away with it. Ooh, played it towards the line, but not out. Zhang has it. Plays it again towards the line, but not out. Ooh, this also not out. Now this is Ducharme. He's got a bit of room to move, although he's under pressure. He avoids pushes off the pressure and plays it out to Zhang. Zhang with a hard shot. The goalie saw it the whole way, though, and collected it in the trapper. A pass from Ducharme to Zhang and a shot on goal, but the goalie was clearly in control there. Saw the play right from the get-go. All right, this face-off, though, deep in the Grizzlies zone. 10:55 left in the second. Grizzlies up by 2. Ginsty taking the draw. He's got Van Ittersum and Bond with him. McCarthy on the point, plays it deep. Ooh, this is Bond. Gets a shot off. It's loose, and it's in. No! The goalie made the initial stop, but then it kind of crawled up his arm and over his shoulder and dropped in. And with 10:45 left in the second, Jordan Bond gets the goal here and halves the gap to the Grizzlies. Now 2-1. Even strength goal. And smiles all around on the IceHawk side. Less so on the Grizzlies side, I suppose. But all right, this is Ginsty takes the draw. Grizzlies now come away with it. Livingston skates it into the IceHawk zone. Ooh, a hard shot high. Danduran makes the save. Oh, it comes across and Livingston couldn't corral it for a shot. It's loose in the slot. That shot now wide. Still, now here, Van Ittersum skates it out. That puck pushed off of his stick, and the Grizzlies forward plays it deep into the IceHawk zone. Bond will be the first one there, collecting it behind Danduran. Bond, kicks it forward, but lost control. Down low, a hard shot. Danduran gets the pad off. There's a penalty here on the IceHawks. I'm not sure who the call is on. Let's see. Looks like it may be on Van Ittersum. And it's an elbow with 10:08 left in the second. IceHawks will be on the penalty kill here. Face off deep in their zone. Van Ittersum sitting for 2 for an elbow. Staffing this penalty kill to start is Domzalski and Zhang up front. Ducharme and Aldegary on defense. Aldegary plays it off along the boards beyond the defender, and that goes the length of the ice. No call. He may not be aware of the rule change, or the defender may have touched it, right, or may have had a chance, but the defender has skated it all the way back into the IceHawk zone, plays it back, top of the circle to his forward. Domzalski sends his man into the boards, loosens the puck from him, and Ducharme now has it. He lifts it towards the line, but it's kept in by the defender. Hard shot wide of the goal, or perhaps steered it wide by Danduran. Now the Grizzlies have it in the corner. Ducharme forces his man to defend. Grizzlies provide some more support. Domzalski steps in, and another Grizzly forward steps in. The puck is somewhat loose. Ducharme comes away with it. Is not able to control. It's played back behind the net. Aldegary will get there first. He gets it to Domzalski, and Domzalski's going to clear the zone. Grizzlies control at the line for a moment. This is Zhang on the forecheck. Loosens the puck, but he's all alone. Domzalski's going for a change. Ooh, left there. Ooh, almost called for too many men. That is offside. And with 48 seconds left, we got to watch that blind pass. Domzalski was going for a change, and there was no one to pick up that pass. All right, so Ice Hawks called for offside. 8:56 left in the second. Grizzlies up 2-1. 33 seconds left in this Ice Hawks power play. This faceoff will be just outside the Grizzlies zone. Speck taking the draw. McCarthy up front. Hammond and Ancona on defense. Played back, Grizzlies control from within their zone. This is Jansen, plays it up towards the line. McCarthy there, slows his man down, but they get past him. They're coming in on Hammond now. They're slowing down, played it back. Now deep in the corner, off the glass towards the defender, doesn't make it there. Hammond's keeping his man honest. They're in the corner. McCarthy and Hammond fighting with, looks like there's 3 Grizzlies there. McCarthy and Hammond, 19 seconds left in this Ice Hawks penalty kill. You could leave the puck in the corner all night, I suppose. A little bit of pushing now. Hammond comes away with it, plays it around, hits the ref. And Ancona collects it, gets it to Speck. One man to beat. Speck on Jansen. Oh, he plays it to an open center. There was no one there. But now the Ice Hawks are at full strength. Grizzlies have it, though, in their zone. They play it over to the left wing side. Now skating slowly through the neutral zone. Slowed up by McCarthy, I think. Not positive on that. Ice Hawks, or Grizzlies loosen it up and play it into the Ice Hawks zone where Hammond collects it and sends it to Speck, who plays it forward. Grizzlies now have it deep in their zone. About dot high. Kept in by De La Mora. Plays it up to Speck. Speck sends it out front. That bouncing puck got past Lavoie and Ancona, and now it's played out of play. It's sent out of play, and play is stopped at 7:31 left in the second. Grizzlies up 2-1 over the Ice Hawks. Our Ice Hawks goal by Jordan Bond with to have the Grizzlies lead to 2-1. Grizzlies had a goal late in the first, early in the second. Domzalski takes the draw. It's controlled by the Grizzlies. De La Mora is there. He presses it up against the boards. Domzalski comes away with it. He tries to circle, sends it across the net. Ducharme will collect it there, right at the point, under pressure. He plays it along the sideboards to De La Mora. Grizzlies come away with it. They get it out of their zone. Ducharme under pressure. But he's slowing his man down and slows him up enough to give De La Mora a chance to collect the puck and play it into the neutral zone. Grizzlies collect it at their blue line and play it forward. This is Domzalski. Nope, Grizzlies have it. Shot on net, steered aside by Danduran. Goes across ice into the corner. They play it back to their point man. He's got room to shoot. Wind up. That was redirected wide of the goal. Ooh. Grizzlies defender steps in. Nope, they lose the puck. It's played to the other defender. Shot towards the net. Loose. Now it's Ducharme has it, skates around the net, and plays it cross ice to De La Mora. That bounces past him and is sent off the boards back into the Grizzlies zone by the Grizzlies defender. Aldegary will collect it behind Danduran. He plays it up to, he played it up to Dobbs, but Dobbs went down on the turn, and that may be icing. Oh, we were looking for a long bomb there, but that ice is slippery. And the pass was there, but the receiver couldn't make it to the spot on time. 6:15 left in the second. Ice Hawks down 2-1. Even strength. Both teams at even strength. And this face-off in the Ice Hawks zone to Danduran's left, right on your screen. A scrum ensues in the face-off circle. It's played over to the boards, now to the point. A weak shot. Doesn't make the net. McCarthy gets a foot on it. He lifts it towards Zhang, and McCarthy takes off. Zhang and McCarthy. Zhang's being lined up. He's slowed down, and the Grizzlies defender comes away with the puck. He skates behind their goalie and loses the puck deep. McCarthy had it for a moment, but Well, McCarthy has it again. He's pressed up against the boards. This is Livingston, plays it off the sideboard. Ancona pinches to keep it deep. Speck comes in to support. Grizzlies come away with the puck, though. Now behind their goalie, and they try on the left wing side. McCarthy gets a stick on that, interrupting their progress, forcing the Grizzlies back again behind their net. Now they've got room to try on the right side. They're able to skate it out of the zone. Dobbs hammers Livingston into the boards. Zhang comes away with the puck and goes cross ice to McCarthy. He plays it up to Speck. That got past Speck. Ooh, that came out, and McCarthy brought it in. That's offside. Delayed offside, right? And the Grizzlies grab it and send it towards the Ice Hawks net. Ancona picks it up in their zone, in our zone. That pass to Ginsty now. He circles at our blue line and picks up some speed, driving down the left wing line. Ginsty stops short, lets a shot go on net. Pierce had to make the save, and he did. With 4:53, Ginsty generates a scoring opportunity from the dot. But the goalie saw the shot and was able to make the save. 4:53 left in the second. It's a tight checking game here in the second period. This face-off deep in the Grizzlies zone. Ginsty taking the draw. He's got Bond and Van Edersum up front. Hammer, and now the Gary on defense. Played back to Hammond. He's got room. Ooh, he passes off to Bond. He plays it into the corner. Ooh, it's out front, but the Grizzlies come away with it now, and they're skating down their left wing side. Up to Pranito. He skates towards the center. A weak shot towards the net. Van der Aan collects it in his trapper and holds it for a draw with 4:34 left in the second period. Grizzlies up by 1. Hammond and Allegary still on the defense. Domzalski now with, I'm going to say Delamore and Lavoie up front, but I'm not 100% positive. Played into the corner. Aldegary's there. He's going to skate it behind Dandran. No, he reverses, loses the puck. Ooh, and the Grizzlies down low pushed it towards Dandran. That could have been dangerous, but he's at the pad there and made the save. 4:28 left in the second period. Domzalski taking the draw. Played to Aldegary. He bumps it off the boards. Grizzlies have it now at the point. Sent towards the net. Across the goal mouth. Into the corner. Hammond comes together with his man. Domzalski's back there. Ooh, shot from down low. Danderan collects that in the trapper and holds it for a draw with 4:13 left in the second. A couple of shots down low here. Nothing to get excited about, though. But with that, we've got a full line change. Looks like we will have Speck with Zhang and Dauber up front and Kona and Ducharme on defense. 4:13 left in the second. Speck taking the draw. Speck controls, plays it back behind the net. Dauber will pick it up there on the sideboards. They wisely leave him alone, and he plays it forward to Zhang. Zhang into the neutral zone. Not able to control it. Ancona pinches. Grizzlies have it. Speck covers Francona and has the puck. He plays it around behind Danderam, where Ducharme will pick it up in the corner and play it up to Zhang. Zhang plays it out of the zone, but the Grizzlies collect it at the center red line and start to make progress from there. They send it deep into the Ice Hawk zone. Ancona will be the first one there. He reverses and plays it to Ducharme, who leaves it for Dobbs. Dobbs looking for a calling Speck. Hits Speck. Oh, but Speck couldn't get it past the Grizzlies defender. This is Ancona who plays it forward, only for a moment, though. The Grizzlies now play it back towards the Ice Hawk zone. Speck plays it around the net. Zhang goes to move it forward, but not out. Ooh, Dobbs hits his man, loosens the puck. This is Speck. He's got Ducharme with him. He hits Ducharme. Ducharme, oh, right in the breadbasket. Pierce makes the save. Cleared by the, that's a shot from Dobbs from the point. Redirected by a man in front, but it was redirected wide. Ducharme with a shot point blank range, and the goalie came up big, hit him right in the chest protector to make the save. That would have been the equalizing goal on a pass from Speck. Ice Hawks under a bit of pressure there for the last minute, come out with a dandy of a scoring chance. And with that save and freeze, this faceoff is deep in the Grizzlies zone. That's Ginsty taking the draw. He's got Van Ittersum and Bond with him. Aldegary and McCarthy on the point. Kept in, no, just came outside. Van Ittersum brought it in offside, just outside. 2:47 left in the second. Tight checking game here. Grizzlies up 2-1. Ginsty taking the draw just outside the Grizzlies zone. It's in their feet. Grizzlies come away with it just momentarily. Bond and Van Ittersum loosen the puck from the Grizzly forward, but they recover again and now come in on McCarthy and Aldegary. McCarthy gets in their way, stick checks, gets it to Van Ittersum, who loses it down low. Grizzlies take a shot, but I think Aldegary got a leg on that. Now it's up on the sideboards, and now out, and called offside. 2:18 left in the second. IceHawks down 2-1. Face-off just outside their zone. Looks like Domzalski's line with Lavoie and Delamora up front. Hammer and Ancona on defense. Played back to the Grizzlies defender who plays it into the IceHawks zone. Hammer has it there. Plays it across. Not out though. Grizzlies skated in. Down in the corner, played out front, redirected, but I think the Hammer got in the way of that, making it to the net. This is the Hammer behind the net, plays it into the corner, beyond Ancona. The Grizzlies defender pinches to keep it deep. Now Ancona comes away with it. He plays it to Domzalski. Domzalski with a head of steam, gets beyond the defender, circles down low. Oh, he makes a hard shot. There it is in front. It's loose. Oh, the ref didn't call the whistle there. Blow the whistle. Played back to Ancona. Ancona across the Hammer. A hard shot. Lifted high, though. Doesn't make the net. And the Grizzlies now come back with it on the right wing side. They play it past Ancona, but he gets back in the play. Now played out front. Redirected. Ooh, and Danduran had to make a save with a kick save. Pranito circles, comes out, but loses the puck. This is Delamora. Leaves it for Domzalski. Domzalski now. He's got Lavoie, he plays it beyond Lavoie's reach into the Grizzlies zone. Domzalski goes for a change. It's played around the boards to Speck. Speck can't handle the puck. Lavoie keeps it in. Now Ducharme keeps it in. He's got a little bit of room. Spins off a player or a check to Ancona. That shot didn't make it in. Speck on the back check loosens the puck only momentarily. Now it's skated out by the Grizzlies. Ducharme waits a moment and skates it back in. Zhang's going for the net. Ducharme tries to hit Zhang. Oh, and he hit him in the leg. It bounced towards the net, but cleared from the crease. Uh-oh. Grizzlies now just cleared from the crease in time, and now the Grizzlies come back. 33 seconds left in the period. This is Speck. He plays it forward. He's through. Speck's through. He's in all alone under pressure. Hard shot over the Pierce's shoulder, and Speck ties it up with 24 seconds left in the second period. Speck under pressure lifts a high shot over Pierce's shoulder to equalize things here at the close of the second period here with 24 seconds. A tight checking game. These teams are going back and forth. And here goals from Speck and that other, and Bond earlier in the game. Our statistician is nowhere close right now. Goals from Speck and Bond here keep things here at 2-2. All right, face-off taken by Ginsty. Controlled by the Grizzlies. Skating in, Aldegary skates him wide into the corner. Played out front. No, it doesn't make it there. Now it's into the corner. McCarthy goes to chase his man. Ginsty on the support. They skate it out. Get a shot from the side of the net. It's sent back behind the net. And Ginsty recovers it there and clears the zone. And there is the buzzer after 2. It is 2-2. Grizzlies got up by 2 with a goal late in the first and early in the second, and then Bond got us halfway there, and Speck evens things up with right at the end of the period here, 24 seconds left in the second, to bring us level going into the third. "15 minutes on the clock. Teams getting their final instructions. We are starting to rack things up here for the third. Game tied at 2. Looks like to start this period, we got a mix-up in the lines. We got Domzalski playing with Speck and Zhang up front. Aldegary and McCarthy on defense. That face-off controlled by the Ice Hawks. McCarthy couldn't get it out. Aldegary hit his man, the puck's loose, and Dandaran gets a glove on it. And I think that play didn't really form the way we wanted it to, and it generated a scoring chance for the Grizzlies. But Dandaran was all over it. So 14:49 left in the third period. Game tied at 2. This face-off deep in the Ice Hawk zone. They've made Aldegary and McCarthy have left. Ancona and Ducharme come on the ice for defense. It's played towards Dandaran. Speck collects it there, plays it behind Dandaran around the boards, where Domzalski picks it up at the hash marks. But not out. Grizzlies. A weak shot wide of the goal. Ancona goes to get the puck and plays it up the sideboard. Speck helps out, but not able to clear. It's in the corner. Ancona's there. Domzalski comes in to support. Puck is loose along the hash marks. Now played to the Grizzlies defender. A weak shot. Dandaran saw it the whole way and collected it in his glove and holds it for a draw with 14:13 left in the game. Game tied at 2. Face-off again, deep in the Ice Hawks side. This time to Dandaran's right, left on your screen. Ginsty taking the draw. His usual cohort. Van Ittersum and Bond with him. Ducharme and Ancona still on defense. It's in their feet. Now it's played into the corner. Bond is there. Ancona's there. A scrum ensues. Played beyond the defender. That got out of the zone. It's going the length of the ice. Icing is indicated. Now waved off. Grizzlies collect from behind their net. Their defender circles and starts skating. Makes a pass just beyond the reach of their forward. Ducharme plays it back, but not out. Grizzlies have it. They circle. They play it to the point man. Wrist shot. Dandaran collects it in the trapper, and Ducharme takes a hit after the play, but no call there. Classic wall, I suppose, but anyway, all right, face off. It's in their feet. A scrum ensues. Delamora, shot made. Dandaran makes the save. Aldegary lifts it out of the zone. Grizzlies control from the red line and send it back. This is Aldegary. He goes cross ice to the Hammer. That pass intercepted, and Aldegary now collects it and is skating down the left wing side. He makes a... Well, that defender was thinking what we all wanted to do. He sent a puck out towards the Grizzly bench to maybe get him to straighten out and fly right. Who knows? But the puck is shot out of play with 13:10 left in the period, left in the game. Game knotted at 2. Goals by Bond and Van Ittersum for the good guys. This face-off on that Grizzlies indiscretion is now deep in the Grizzly zone. Speck takes the draw, plays it forward. The Grizzlies control. Played into the corner. Domzalski's there. Zhang has it. Circles at the line. Not able to take a shot. It's played out of the zone. This is Aldegary. He lifts the pass towards Domzalski, but beyond him. Now it's on the sideboard, and the Grizzlies have it. Domzalski on the back check. Forces the pass across ice where the defender collects it. Weak shot from outside the circle. Goes wide of the goal. This is the Hammer. Now Domzalski has it, and he skates behind Dandaran, plays it. Oh, goodness. And the Zhang is sent down. We've got a call here on somebody. It may be... Is it on... It's on Domzalski. No, it's on Domzalski, I believe. It looks like it's an elbowing call. All right, so with 12:31 left in the third, Domzalski's going to sit for an elbowing call, and the Grizzlies will go on a power play, 12:31 left in the game. Game knotted at 2. Face-off deep in the Ice Hawks zone. And the Ice Hawks now a man down. Ducharme comes in, play defense with Ancona, and up front, Speck and Zhang on forward. Played back to the point. That shot not able to, under pressure, was not able to make the net. It's in the corner. Speck, nope, played back to the point. Shot, Danduran steers it aside with the pad. It's along the sideboard. Ducharme is bumped off the puck. This is Speck. He makes a move on his defender and now skates it down the right wing side. He stops, plays it to the center to Zhang. That pass not handled. Zhang goes down. Grizzlies have it and start from behind their net. Make a move on Speck and now skate through the center of the ice into the IceHogs zone. Shot high from the high slot. Goes over the net. Now from the top of the circle. That shot was fanned on. Played back deep into the IceHogs zone. Minute 11 left in the power play. Ducharme sends his man to the ice. It's played back to the point, and it is out of the zone. Grizzlies defender forced to regroup, sends it cross ice to his man at the red line. It's played now deep into the IceHogs zone. Ducharme's will collect it there for the IceHogs. He plays it into the corner. Grizzlies have it. They play it back to their point. They run into Ducharme and lose the puck. Van Ittersum sends it the length of the ice. Icing not indicated. Grizzlies forced to regroup behind their goalie with 41 seconds left in this Grizzly power play. Pranito cross ice to Wall. Weak shot on net. Danduran controls and holds for a draw with 11:04 left in the game. 33 seconds left in this IceHogs penalty kill. Face off deep in the IceHogs zone again. Ginsty and Van Ittersum up front. Aldegary and McCarthy on defense. Ginsty taking the draw. Played back to the point. Now from the point, shot into the corner. McCarthy's there, under pressure from the Grizzlies forward. McCarthy comes away with it. Plays it across ice and out of the zone. Grizzlies collect it just in the neutral zone. Play it off the board. Aldegary now sends it back. And with help from Ginsey, plays it out. That's a trip, and it's called. Ginsey is hauled down, and that power play, or that IceHogs penalty kill is now for the next 10 seconds a 4-on-4, and then for the next minute and 50 seconds afterward, or less if we have our way, will be an IceHogs power play, the first since the first period, if memory serves. 10:41 left in the game. Game knotted at 2. Face-off just outside the IceHogs zone. Speck and Bond up front. Aldegary and McCarthy on the backside. Ooh, Bond comes away with it, pushes it forward. Bond still has it. Bond, he fanned on the shot, right at point-blank range, and now the Grizzlies come back, but Domzalski's on the ice. Grizzlies on a power play. That shot rises over the net, bounces off the back glass. McCarthy's there, who plays it back to Aldegary. It took forever for it to get there. Aldegary now reverses. He's trying to get it back to McCarthy. Loosens it up. Bond comes away with it. And Bond now up to Speck, who reverses to find a bit of time. Minute 28 left in this IceHogs power play. 10:07 left in the period. Speck to Domzalski. Domzalski now skates down the right wing side. Moves towards the center. He's hooked. No call. Grizzlies come away with it. They play it off the side glass. Deep. McCarthy's forced to chase it there with 1:10 left in the IceHogs power play. This is McCarthy. Plays it cross ice to Domzalski, who plays it to Speck on the right wing side. Speck skates it into the Grizzly zone. Moves into the center. Ooh, that shot hit the defender's leg. Speck collects his own rebound. Defense change. He's looking for a pass, but there was no one there. Now he gets it to Hammond. Hard shot. Ooh, just wide of the goal. That's into the corner now. Ancona's there. They play it past Ancona, but Speck is on the line. Keeps it in. Grizzlies now lift it towards the line. That bounces past Hammond and out of the zone. Domzalski has it along the sideboard. Grizzlies come away with it, only momentarily. Now cleared from the IceHogs zone by Domzalski and played down the ice. Grizzlies have it in the circle. Dot high now. They play it out of their zone off the sideboard. This is Hammer. He's got a bit of time. Plays it behind Bond, but it gets into the IceHogs zone, or Grizzlies zone. Lavoie now circles, sends it back to Hammer. Cross ice to Ancona, who plays it back to Hammer. Hammond plays it up to Dobbs. Dobbs cross ice to De La Mora. He loses the puck as he entered the zone, and that penalty is now over. IceHogs, both teams at full strength. That puck lifted high to clear the zone. Hammer slows their progress down, but the Grizzlies regroup with another man and head towards the net. They're in low. Hard shot off of Danduran's mask. This is De La Mora, who has a coming together with Dobbs, and the puck loosened from Delamore's stick, but Dan Duran was on it and holds it for a draw. So with a moment here to catch our breath, 8:23 left in the game. Game tied at 2, face-off deep in the IceHawk zone, and both teams at full strength after we've had a couple of power plays here, one on each side. Ginsty takes the draw. Bond comes away with it, plays it off the board and out of the zone. Van Ittersum. There's a Grizzlies player goes down. Looks like he's hurt his foot. I don't. There's a penalty called. I'm not sure what the penalty's for. Let's see the referee's indication here. Refs are having a conversation here. They've asked the IceHawks to clear the area, and the refs are trying to figure out what happened here. The Grizzlies defender moved in off the line. There was a coming together with Bond, and at the end of it, when I turned back, the play was called, and the Grizzlies defender was nursing his ankle. Just not really sure exactly what happened. And all that. So refs have concluded their discussion. Not sure of their conclusion yet. It looks like Bond is going to go in for, I still didn't see the call, but let's see if it's a minor penalty or what. Now the ref explaining to the, yeah, it's a 2-minute call.
Got 11 minutes on the curfew clock.
Oh, good point. Good point.
That's
That's right. We've got 11 minutes on the curfew clock and 8 minutes on the game clock. So things are going to get tight. And if they keep talking about this penalty, we will be, absolutely will be curfewed here. So all right, looks like things are figured out here. This face-off will be, looks like it's setting up to be outside of the IceHawk zone. Domzalski and Ginsty up front. Ducharme and McCarthy on defense. Grizzlies enjoying here a power play with 8:17 left in the period. Played up by Domzalski and Ginsty. Ginsty has it, skates it into the Grizzlies zone, but just, and now they come back through the neutral zone. Weak shot, high. Dan Duran collects it in the trapper and holds it for a draw. Minute 54 left in the IceHawks penalty kill. 8:01 left on the clock and 10 minutes on the curfew. Face off deep in the IceHawks zone. Domzalski setting up to take the draw. Played back to McCarthy, who plays it towards the behind the net, but the Grizzlies forward was there waiting and slowed its progress. Now it's played off the sideboard. Is Ducharme going to get there in time? No, kept in by the Grizzlies defender. Grizzlies have it. They play it into the corner, and they're looking to set up a power play. They play it to their point man. He steps in from the side, plays it back to his wing on the. That shot weak on the ice and wide of goal. This is McCarthy, plays it up towards the line, kept in by the defender and played back in. Domzalski plays it forward but not out. Now it's out, but the Grizzlies have it just outside the IceHawks zone. Ducharme clears it again after it was brought back in. Ducharme lifts it out, but kept in by, or controlled by the Grizzlies defender in the neutral zone. He lays a weak shot towards the net, steered aside by Dan Duran. McCarthy plays it behind the net, where Ducharme has it, but there's 3 Grizzlies there. It's played out. The Grizzlies defender moves in and plays it back behind the net. Ginsty has it. He lifts it out and down the ice. 33 seconds left in this IceHawks penalty kill. The IceHawks make changes, and the Grizzlies come back. Van Ittersum got a stick on that, slowing down the progress of the Grizzlies defender. Aldegary steps into his man, just enough to slow him down. It's played off into the corner. Aldegary throws a check. That shot wide of the goal, but hit Ancona and bounced across the goal mouth. Speck clears the zone. Van Ittersum's there. That got past him, though. And we've got an interference call on the Grizzly forward as Van Ittersum was heading for the puck, and looks like Botko here got in his way to slow Van Ittersum down, evidently inappropriately. So with 6:23 left in the game, 8 minutes on the curfew clock. Both teams right now 4 aside, but in 6 minutes the Ice Hawks will be on a power play. It's all to play for here in these last minutes, the dying minutes of this game. Speck taking the draw with Zhang up front. Aldegary and Ancona on defense. Controlled by the Grizzlies. They'll play it over to the right side. Oh, that's an errant pass, intercepted by Ancona. He's in deep. Oh, a hard shot stopped by Pierce. Back to Speck. Speck across to Aldegary. He winds up. Ooh, that shot was got a stick on it. It ended up being a weak shot that dribbled towards the net. Steered aside. Now it's behind the net. Speck to Domzalski. Ooh, lift a pass to the line, but it got past the defenders. Aldegary's forced to collect it at behind Danduran. He leaves it for Ancona, who's under pressure here. He plays it back towards the net, or behind the net, but Danduran had to intercede. Now Zhang tied up with his man. Domzalski's coming away with the puck, maybe? No, now it's Aldegary who's got the puck. Ooh, that pass, not clean. Oh, now it's down low. Grizzly forward plays it over to the sideboard. Aldegary misses on the check. Played deep. Domzalski will collect it behind Danduran. Domzalski passes it off the sideboard to himself and keeps the skating. Domzalski past the defender. It's a 2-on-1. Domzalski and Zhang. Zhang has it. Oh, no, he couldn't collect the pass. Plays it behind the net. Ancona's there. 5 minutes left in the game. 6 minutes on a curfew clock. Ancona, his pass doesn't make it to the front of the net. Speck now has it. Back to Ancona. Ancona back to Speck. Top of the circle. He plays it across to Aldegary. Hard shot, saved by the goalie on the blocker. Domzalski picks it up, circles down low, lays it out front. Speck is sent to the ice, no call. Ancona's there. He plays it towards the net. Speck is there. Lifts it to Aldegary. Aldegary. Hard shot, blocker save. It's loose. Ancona collects it at the sideboard. He plays it across to Aldegary. Aldegary plays it to Domzalski, who directs it towards the net. Steered aside by the goalie. Ancona collects it again. Now plays it into the corner. Speck's there. He lifts it towards the center, but there's a waiting Grizzly forward there. And that puck lifted the length of the ice, goes for icing. And but for a couple of seconds there, that might have been a long bomb to the exiting forward from the penalty box, and could have been dangerous for the Ice Hawks there. So 4:15 left on the clock, but the curfew clock will be in effect here. There's 5 minutes on that timer. So that's what we'll be watching more closely. Game knotted at 2. Face-off deep in the Grizzly zone. Delamora taking the draw. Played off to the side, controlled by the Grizzlies. They circle in the corner. Dobbs is there. Dobbs is sent to the ice. I believe that's Lavoie with Dobbs in the corner, trying to loosen things. Dobbs goes down again. Lavoie comes away with it out front. This is Ducharme. Hard shot wide of the goal. Circles around the boards. In the corner, Dobbs has it. He plays it deep behind the ice, or the Grizzlies net. Grizzlies have it there. Played it forward. Kept in by Ducharme. Grizzlies try again, and now finally are able to get it out. Ducharme, though, collects the puck and plays it up to Lavoie. He loses his stick in the process and plays it forward to Delamora. Goes the length of the ice against the backboard. Ducharme's there as the Grizzlies play it across or along the sideboard. Lifts the shot towards the net, across the goal mouth and into the corner. Dobbs is there. Plays it back to Hammond. That got stuck in his feet. And that puck ended up coming out and played back in by Hammond. Grizzlies play it forward. Ice Hawks return the volley. Ducharme plays it to the center, but there was no one. There was a Grizzly forward waiting for it. Ducharme has it again and plays it up all along the sideboard, where the Grizzlies collect it and try again to make it into the Ice Hawks zone. Fennick plays it to his man, but it intercepted by Delamora. Oh, Oh, and he got it to Van Ittersum, and Van Ittersum tried to use the defender as a screen, but the goalie made a nice trapper save to hold it for a draw with 2:49 left in the game and 3 minutes on the curfew clock. So there's 3 minutes or less here. There's about 3 minutes to play. This is Ginsty. Wins face-off, controlled by Bond. Plays it behind the Grizzlies' net. He's forced up against the boards by the Grizzlies forward, and they come out of the zone, into the neutral zone. Ginsty on the back check, forces his man wide. Grizzlies still have it. Ooh, shot, rebound. Van Ittersum clears it to safety. Shot from outside the circle. Oh, it's loose. Oh, and there's the face-off blown. Well, that loose puck blown early kind of pays back for a couple of early whistles earlier that were not in the IceHawks' favor. So a little bit of a blessing there. It all comes around, I suppose. 2 minutes left in the game here. Curfew clock says 2. Domzalski takes the draw deep in the IceHawks zone. Kept in by the Grizzlies defender. Comes out to the point again and kept in by the Grizzlies defender. Aldegary now plays it to the side and not able to clear. This is Ducharme. Lifts it towards the line but not out. Aldegary tries again to get it out but not out. Kept in. Now Ducharme has it. Ducharme skates it, plays it through the neutral zone just beyond Zang's reach. Speck has it momentarily. Now the Grizzlies circle at their blue line. They play it cross ice and skate through the neutral zone. Ducharme slows his man down, loosens the puck, and Speck collects it there, sends it around where Zang will pick it up at the hash marks. He sends it back to Aldegary. Aldegary has the puck chipped from his stick. It's played out in front. Oh, it's loose in the crease there, and now cleared aside by Ducharme. Danduran has lost his stick. This is Speck. This is Zang. He's playing with Speck. There's a minute on the shot clock, or a minute on the curfew clock. Speck leaves it for, Zang leaves it for Speck. Speck sends it to the net, but it's intercepted by the Grizzlies defender. They play it forward, and Kona gets in the way of their plans. Zang now on the back check, or on the forecheck, rushes the Grizzlies, and they lift it out into the neutral, or the IceHawks lift it out into the neutral zone. A minute left on the clock. Grizzlies now, and Kona intercepts the pass. But he has the puck pushed from his stick, and the Grizzlies have it again. They play it off the boards where Speck has it. He sends it into the Grizzlies zone. Just over the blue line, played now weakly off the boards. This is McCarthy who collects it, and Delamora now plays it forward. Speck on the forecheck, has the puck, leaves it for Delamora. Shot towards the net on the ice. The goalie saw it and made the save. And there's not much time left here. 34 seconds on the clock and less than a minute on the curfew clock. Game knotted at 2. There it is, 9 o'clock. We haven't heard a buzzer yet. 34 seconds. This slow change may well, looks like we're going to play these 34 seconds. Domzalski taking the draw. Van Ittersum and Bond up front. No, Ginsty and Van Ittersum up front. And Kona and Aldegary on the point. Aldegary, that puck could have been kept in. All right, lifted outside of play by, Domzalski. And this face-off will be just outside the IceHawks zone. 23 seconds left in the game. Game knotted at 2. Domzalski with Ginsty and Van Ittersum up front. Aldegary and Ancona on defense. Face-off controlled by Ginsty. He plays it forward to himself. Or Domzalski, as he passes the defender. He lifts a backhand. Pierce makes the save. It's behind the net. Ginsty's there. Ancona's there. 12 seconds left. Ginsty's going to be called for a hook here. Grizzlies have it. They skated out of the zone. 2 seconds left. IceHawks are going to go on a penalty, and with 2 seconds left, this face-off will be, I think, deep in the Grizzlies zone. I don't think we have time to play these 2 seconds out. Well, we have time to play the 2 seconds out, of course. It's only going to take 2 seconds, but there's no time, I think, for that puck to make it the length of the ice after a face-off here. So this is how the game will end. And there's the buzzer. So with that, IceHawks go down 2 and then come back with 2 to tie things up. Goals by Bond and Speck to tie things up, and the game ends up as a 2-2 tie. So with that, we'll keep the clock here, or the camera running as we do the handshake here. The Zamboni fires up in the background. All right, looks like things are progressing nicely here. And with that, things end. So we'll say goodnight to you and see you at our next game. Thanks, everybody. Good night.